I don't know, y'all. I don't think the second half of this season of Love After Lockup is gonna be that good. This comeback episode was just it was kind of boring, if I'm gonna be honest, but I got a couple key points I want to make. All right, so we started with Letitia and Keith. Keith has been locked up for 11 years, and Letitia is it's release day. She's getting ready in the hotel room, and she's got this full bed of clothes laid out for him. Y'all have to forgive me. I do not feel good, but I'm gonna get through this. So she's got a full bed of clothes laid out for him. She's on the phone with her aunt, and she tells her aunt that she had to get him the large underwear because he has a big, you know what. Completely inappropriate and unnecessary. That's not how underwear works. She claims she hasn't been able to function since her husband has been locked up. She hasn't been cooking or cleaning, and then she throws in and she tried to slide in that she's been charged with theft because she says her client accused her of something she didn't do. Right. But I guess guilty until proven innocent. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. Oh, Lord. So, um, it's her plan to put her, pick him up in a limousine while she's wearing lingerie. So the driver was like, and she had it nicely decorated too. The driver was like, "Well, what's the pillows for?" She was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a pillow fight." I was like, "Oh, okay," because me and the driver was on the same page. Like, what you think you about to do in the back of my car? Um, so he gets when he gets out, she's emotional. She hugs him. She's been waiting a long time for this. It was cute. It was. I hope he treats her right. So he comes out of the bus station and he has these paper flowers, which I thought was really thoughtful because that's all he could bring. Um, and I was thinking they must have locticians in prison because his locks look good. I'm calling mine out, so y'all got to excuse my hair. But yeah, his locks look really good. She shows him the lingerie or whatever. He's like, "Oh, that's what you own." It was cute. They started talking about this 20-hour drive, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I want to get there on time, whatever." She was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll take the bus with you." For some reason, I'm thinking that he doesn't want her to take the bus with him, that he wants her to go one way, he goes the other. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he treats her right. Then they start turning off the cameras in the limo, so I don't know what happens there. We move on to Will and Courtney. Y'all remember Courtney? Courtney's the one who got out of prison. They got married uh, very shortly afterward, and then their first date was at this cute little sandwich shop. And she got pissed off and stormed out about that because she wanted to know why her first date was at a sandwich shop, even though she was dressed for the drive-through with that beanie on her head. But neither here nor there. She's been MIA. Will can't find her. He don't know what's going on. He's been looking high and low, checking her location, and it's saying that she's in the middle of a body of water or something. So, he's talking to his friend about it, and his friend is like, "Yeah, I told you, I can't stand the I told you so ass friend." Like he rubbed it in. I told you. So while they're talking, he gets a call, and it's a collect call from an institution, and of course, it's Courtney. Courtney is locked back up because she had something called GHB. I have never heard of that. She said it's some kind of liquid form of drugs. Um, Will is done. He like, nah. So she whining and she like, "Well, can you put some money in my books?" Like you ain't even let it marinate a little bit. You supposed to call back tomorrow and ask for the money. He was like, "I'm not putting no money on your books." She was like, "Please, I would do anything for you." He was like, "Obviously not. You couldn't even stay off drugs." He was like, "No, you eat that prison food." Then we get on to Demadrick, Kiana, and Joella. These are some names, honey. So he's at his dad's house because he got put out because he was dipping and doing with baby mama. He's at his dad's house. He's packing his clothes because he's about to move back in. Well, he's about to move in with somebody we don't know who. I was thinking it was the baby mama. I will not lie about that. It turns out it is Kiana, or Q, as she goes by. Excuse me. He's moving back in there, and she's this. I think she said this is like the fourth or fifth time she's taking him back. I'm like, okay, Kiana, at 28, it's about time to get over that dumb stage. This woman's gonna always be in his life. She's gonna always be an option for him, and she dumb enough to wait around. She thinks it's a flex that he keeps running back to her or that he's cheating with her. Um, they make a cute little family though. Kiana, her kids, his kids. It could be nice, but whatever. So while he's at Kiana's house. They're sitting on the couch. They're vibing, and he brings up that Joella does not want her at the baby's birthday party. And we knew this already. So she's upset about it. She's going back and forth, and I'm like, maybe y'all are easing this to that later, but it's not now. It's not the time. It's too soon, and I feel like she should understand that. She's not banning her kids. She just can't come. They're not in a good place right now. Demondrick is going to Joella's house to see his children, and Kiana gives him 60 minutes to do so. I just felt like that was too much. I didn't like that at all. So he gets over there, and Joella's in her little confessional. She's insinuating that they're still intimate, they're still messing around. I'm looking at my notes, that's why I keep looking down. I don't know that I don't like that she sent the kids. Joella sent the kids out of the room because she needed to talk to their dad. Like, this wasn't your time, this was the kids' time. But to each his own. So she expresses her being upset about Kiana showing her pictures or posting her pictures on Facebook or Instagram or something. Joella sent Demondrick some. These names about to tear me up. Joella sent Demondrick some pictures in lingerie. Kiana got them out of Demondrick's phone and posted them to social media. And this is why I tell young ladies, don't send pictures of yourself to nobody. You don't know where they're going. You just don't. So you really can't be. You made them public when you send them to somebody. And I'm not justifying what Kiana did, but you don't have any control over your pictures after you send them to somebody. So don't do it. That's it. And this is off subject, but Joella kind of looked like a young Lunel with that wig on. It was bad. It was bad. She's a very pretty girl, but that wig was bad. And then put the scarf around. Like, what are we preserving? Anyway, they're leaving people alone. Okay, it's not a flex that he is sleeping with you in private. I don't know why you think so. When we get to Justine, Michael, and all these kids. Sorry. They have a beautiful, beautiful family, but I'm just not interested. I'm just so not interested. They're about to have two kids in college, and then they have two in diapers. And she's still talking about spending 60K on a wedding, and he wants to spend 100K on a barbershop slash salon, and he's not a barber. It can be done. I just think that with all the kids that they have, um, they might need to invest in something that doesn't have as much overhead cost. And as for that wedding, they need to leave that alone for now. $60,000 on a wedding when you have two kids in college and you're kind of struggling with 9 kids. That's a lot of kids. Moving on, that's really all they had going on. They got married the first time in prison. I should add that. Brooke and JK, they have been staying at and freaking in his mama's house. She done heard him, y'all. It's terrible. They are actively trying to have a baby without two nickels to rub together. Neither one of them are in a position to bring life into this world, and Brooke already has 2 children. So JK wants to start this trucking business, but he don't have a truck. So Brooke is like, well, what am I supposed to do with this baby that you want to have while you go on the road? Um, I think you're supposed to like, take care of it while he on the road, but I don't know. She also says that she can't trust him when he's not with her. Don't have no baby by that man. Don't get married to that man. You don't even need to be with that man. If you can only trust the man when he's in the same room with you, this is not your man. Don't bring baby into this foolishness. So Brooke says she has to take the boys to school and go to work. She leaves the house. As soon as she leaves, his mom was like, "Look, my house feeling real small right now. When y'all leaving?" Well, she didn't say it like that, but that's what I heard. And he was like, "I know you heard us, or whatever." She was like, "Yeah, and I hope you're using protection." Or did she get on birth control? And he was like, "No, I want a baby." She was like, "Hold on, Google, how much do it cost to raise a child?" And Google told her, or whatever she used, told her $345,000. And he was like, "Don't try to scare me out of having a baby." She was, "I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you what's real." So Brooke, with $23 to her name, she decides she's gonna go meet up with JK's friend and her roommate. Her name was Bonnie. She's telling Bonnie, "Look, I can't pay your half. You got to pay your own part. I can't pay your half and my half." And Bonnie was like, "Well, that's just because I was sick. I was out of work or whatever." So she was like, "Okay, but I'm already struggling enough." And Bonnie was like, "Well, what you getting at? Like, what's the problem?" She says, "This little cold or whatever is killing me." So after this very extensive loyalty test, that was one question long, she so she tells Bonnie that when she found out that JK was over there visiting that other girl, that she walked off her job. And now she has no job, no money, and if JK finds out that she walked off that job, she ain't gonna have no man either. As soon as Brooke left that restaurant, girl, as soon as she left, Bonnie got the text. She texting JK, she need to see him now. She need to see him immediately. Meanwhile, he over here bothering these people about this truck. Talking about he looking to buy this. I don't know. It was like a Ford F-350. I don't know. It was a nice truck. The man wanted $25,000 for it. So, JK was like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, the JK. As long as he was like, I don't have the money right now, but I'm working on my credit." And I'm like, "Sir, nobody's gonna give you a loan if your only source of income is your bodily fluids. No, that's not." I'm tired of explaining stuff to grown people. Move on to Daniel and Bianca. I have never been interested in this story. I don't know. Their storyline has never done anything for me. Daniel's 31, Bianca's 20 something. I think she's like 25. He's ready. He's not ready to propose, but he gave her a $90 promise ring, and you know that is what he had. Okay. He had a slip up. So he had a slip up, and he hasn't told anyone about it, but the producers, and then he tells that lady at the Barbell Saves. It's this little program he goes to help him stay sober. He has a job moving furniture, and he says he's been trying to get what's her name, Bianca, to get a job, but he can't get her to save his life. She's got that settlement money, but he says she's spending it um, recklessly. So she says she's newly sober because she doesn't want to put him in that environment. And also, she didn't like the way that alcohol made her feel. So I'm like, kudos to her. That's good. So we get to this bridal shop. Bianca is going to help her friend pick out a dress for the friend's wedding. Some kind of way, Bianca ends up in this black wedding dress. And I'm like, let that girl have her moment. You could have went back at any time to try on dresses. Let that girl have her moment. That was the pretty much the end of this. It wasn't given a lot. Um, I was looking forward to seeing Julius and Alexis. I don't know why I thought they would be continuing, and also Troy and Zaria or whatever her name is. I thought they were going to be on. Maybe it's just because it's the first episode, but if this is all they're going to be given this season, I don't think I'm going to continue. Now, I did not to review episodes 1 through 10 because I wasn't on YouTube when they started those, so I'm just picking up here because this is where we are. But no worries, I'll see y'all next Friday. I am getting over this. Touch the mic. I am getting over this. Hopefully, I'll feel better next week, and I'll see y'all then. Bye.